Welcome to Tales of Wisdom. Today we begin the second tantra of the Panchatantra, the winning of friends. If you missed the stories from the first chapter, The Loss of Friends, check out the full playlist linked below. And if you find these ancient lessons meaningful, do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. As the opening verse says, the mouse, the turtle, crow, and deer were wise and sharp, their minds were clear. Though lacking wealth and tools to wield, their wit and will refused to yield. Let's dive into the remarkable story. In South India, near the city of Mahilarupyam, stood a large tree. Birds flocked to its fruits and deers rested beneath its shade. A crow named Laghupatanaka lived on this tree. One day, while flying towards the city in search of food, he spotted a hunter creeping towards the tree. He looked dangerous, like a servant of Yama, the god of death. Alarmed, the crow flew back and warned his fellow birds. "A wicked hunter approaches with a net and grains of rice. Don't be tempted. Treat the rice as poison." Soon the hunter laid his trap and hid nearby, but thanks to the crow's warning, the birds ignored the rice. Just then, Chitragriva, the king of doves, was flying nearby with his flock, hungry and unaware of the danger. They saw the rice and flew down. Laghupatanaka warned them, but they didn't listen. They were caught in the hunter's net. As the shloka goes, have you ever wondered how Rama did not see the truth? A golden deer, such a thing could never be real. And Yudhishthira, so wise and noble, how did he not realize that gambling brings nothing but grief? But here lies a timeless truth. When we cling to evil or temptation, our judgment begins to fade. It clouds in the mind, dims the senses, and even the wisest lose their way. Let this be a reminder, wisdom must be guarded, for even the brightest flame can flicker in the shadow of desire. The hunter was thrilled, but Chitragriva urged his companions. Don't be afraid, for they say he who holds on to his courage in the face of disaster will, with the help of his intelligence, overcome all his difficulties. We must all agree in purpose, must fly up in unison, and carry the snare away. This is not possible without united action. As they say, by a certain lake in the world lived birds called Bharunda birds. They had one belly and two necks. While one of these birds were walking around, his first neck found some nectar, then the second said, "Give me half." And when the first refused, the second neck angrily picked up poison somewhere and ate it. As they had one belly, they died. Thus, unity is strength. Let us unite. Together we will lift the net and fly away. Small things, when united, become mighty. Even soft cotton threads, when woven together, are hard to tear. Then, when we are out of the hunter's sight, we can free ourselves. But unless we do this quickly, we shall all be dead. The doves followed Chitragriva's plan and lifted the net and flew into the sky. The hunter chased after them, hoping they'd quarrel and fall, but the crow, curious and impressed, followed them instead. When the hunter saw the doves vanishing out of sight, he sadly recited the following shloka. Nothing happens that is not predestined, and what is predestined always comes to pass. Even when a man has something in his hand, if fate is hostile, it slips away from his grasp. That's why I have lost not only the doves but my net too, the means of supporting my family. When Chitragriva saw the hunter disappearing out of sight, he said to the doves, "Friends, the wicked hunter is not following us anymore, so we can all fly to Mahilarupyam with our minds easily." Now, I have a friend living there, a mouse by the name of Hiranyaka. He will certainly bite through these meshes and set us free. As they say, when calamity strikes, a true friend gives more than words, they offer real help. The doves then agreed to Chitragriva's suggestion and made their way to the mouse's house. Now, the hole where Hiranyaka was living had innumerable entries and exits, and for the mouse, it was an excellent stronghold. He lived there quite fearlessly. As they say, a snake without fangs, an elephant without fury, and a king without castle are helpless. But a single archer behind a castle wall can withstand 100 men of the enemy. When Chitragriva reached the hole, he called loudly, "Ho! Friend Hiranyaka, come quickly. I'm in a bad spot." But the mouse did not come out. Instead, he asked from inside, "Who are you? What do you want from me? Tell me, what is your problem?" "My dear friend," replied the king of doves, "it's Chitragriva, the king of doves. Please come out quickly. It's very urgent." When Hiranyaka recognized his friend's voice, he came out immediately, beaming with delight. But when he saw the king of doves and his family, all caught in the net, his face fell. He asked, "What is the meaning of this?" "Hiranyaka, why ask me?" replied the king of doves. "You know me well enough to know that it's my love of food that has got me into this state." The mouse said, "No, my friend, this isn't your fault, it's fate. You know, there's a saying, when destiny so decides, however high the birds soar in the sky, they see the grain but not the trap, and however deep the fish swim in the water, they're caught in the fisherman's net. Yama stretches his hand in every direction and seizes both the wicked and the just. He makes no distinction." Then Hiranyaka began to bite through the king's net, but Chitragriva stopped him. "Free my followers first. They followed me in loyalty. It's my duty to protect them." The mouse replied, "A king who respects his servant is loved and followed even in hardship." Impressed, Hiranyaka freed the doves. Chitragriva thanked him, and they all flew off joyfully. As the wise say, a wise man should develop friendship with the right kind of people, for with their help even difficult problems can be tackled easily. From above, Laghupatanaka the crow had seen everything unfold. He was amazed. What a clever little mouse, he thought. He freed all the doves with such skill and speed. If I ever get caught in a trap, perhaps he could save me too. And so the idea took root. He would try to befriend the mouse. But wait, would Hiranyaka the mouse even trust someone who swoops from the sky? His natural enemy? Will the predator and prey unlikely become friends? Or will fear and instinct win? Find out in the next tale of wisdom.